Good day, everyone. Welcome to Grayton English, Tala High School. Okay, so this is Teacher May, and I want to welcome you to my English class. Our lesson for today is about formulating a statement of opinion or assertion. And let's find out what the learners need to know. First, define the meaning of opinion or assertion. And the second one is to formulate a statement of opinion or assertion. Okay, so before we start, what are the requirements for our class? Number 1 is a pen. Number 2, paper. And number 3, the copy of your module. Now let's read these sentences and answer the questions that follow. Number 1, I think eating banana keeps you away from coronavirus. And number 2, Filipinos become cautious with their health during this pandemic. Okay, so now let's answer these two questions. First question, which statement can be proven as true or false? And the second question, which statement cannot be proven at all? Very good. Okay, so we can say that Filipinos become cautious with their health during this pandemic is a statement which can be proven as true or false. While the second statement, I think eating banana keeps you away from coronavirus, which is a statement that we cannot be or it cannot be proven at all. Now let's go to the definition of terms. First, we are going to define assertion. Second is opinion. Third is belief. And the fourth one is a fact. All right. Okay, so let's define assertion. Assertion, it is a view, judgment, or appraisal formed in the mind about a matter. It is also a statement that is strongly believed to be true. Belief is a conviction based on cultural or personal faith, morality, or values. Fact is a verifiable statement. Opinion is a personal judgment based on facts. Okay, so now let's start with opinion again. So opinion, it is a type of assertion which expresses a judgment, viewpoint, or statement about matters commonly considered to be subjective. For example, the president is the worst leader the country has ever had. Opinion statement. So let's find out. An opinion statement is composed mainly of a debatable topic and a focus. It often uses qualifying words such as almost, usually, maybe, probably, often, some, most, and in most cases. It does not have to be explicitly stated using the words I think or in my opinion. Now, let's try to study the following example. Most public schools are ready for distance education. Now let's find out what makes this sentence an opinion statement. Can you tell me which word makes it an opinion? Okay, very good. It is the word which is most. Okay, so when we say most, this one is an opinion. Okay, very good. Now, let's study the three categories of opinion statements. Okay, number one, statement of truth. It is an opinion that something is or is not the case. For example, with the minimal number of COVID-19 cases in the city, Baguio City clearly has more effective contact tracing methods than most cities in the country. Number two, statement of value. It is an opinion statement which claims that something does or does not have worth. For example, hard lockdowns of barangays have not been effective in controlling the spread of the coronavirus. Number three, statement of policy. It claims that something should or should not be done. For example, amidst the ongoing pandemic, what teachers and students need is not academic freeze, but material, moral, and instructional support from the leaders in the education department. Now remember, commonplace assertion is a stereotype, an oversimplification or a prejudice, which is a half-baked opinion based on insufficient or unexamined evidence. But it presented as if it were a fact. Now, let's have this exercise. I'm a critical reader. Directions. Write fact if it is a factual, and opinion if it is a personal interpretation or conclusion derived from factual evidence, and assertion if it is a commonplace assertion or a claim that is not supported by evidence. Statement number one. There is not a single district in Baguio City with zero record of COVID-19 cases. Number two, the surge in the number of COVID-19 cases in Baguio can be attributed to expanded testing efforts and heightened contact tracing. Number three, to ease the worsening poverty caused by the pandemic, livelihood projects for poor families are a better solution than cash subsidies. Number five, the liquor ban is one of the best policies of the local government in keeping the coronavirus disease under control. Number five, the only tourists allowed to come to Baguio are those from Region 1 and nearby provinces with minimal COVID-19 cases. Number six, tourism always solves the financial woes of every major city in the entire country. Number 7, many poor families have greatly benefited from the two tranches of the government social amelioration program. Number 8, small businesses had to close an effect of the COVID-19 pandemic, and this is why it is better to have a stable job than to start one's own business venture. Number 9, longer quarantine periods translates to lower crime rates in every city. And number 10, in times of global crisis, men are better leaders than women. All right, now it's time to check your answers. Okay, good job. You're doing a great job. Now let's take note of this opinion words and phrases. There are what we call opinion markers that give away a statement as an opinion or assertion. Now, these help in identifying whether a sentence is merely a personal belief with no substantial evidence. All right, so these are the introductory words and phrases on the first column. And on the second column are what we call opinion clues. Okay, so you may go back to this list and we will proceed to the next slide. All right, so now let's answer this activity 1. Now, each statement in column A gives a fact and each sentence in column B gives an opinion. Now, let's match the appropriate response to the correct truthful statement. You have to write the letter of your answer on the space provided. As your group task, speaking out, interview one of your parents or friends or classmates. Let them cite an assertion or a statement or claim that they strongly believe is true, even if it is not supported by any evidence. Likewise, ask them to give a one-sentence opinion regarding any of the following issues. First one, health and safety protocols in Caloocan City. Number 2, traffic scheme in the city. Number 3, opening the city to tourists. Number 4, modular learning. And number 5, academic freeze. So this will be done as group task. Okay, so you may use the following table below. First column, the name of the interviewee. Next, statement of assertion. And then the next one, statement of opinion. Okay, so now we have come up with our post-test. Okay, directions. Choose the letter of the best answer and write it on a separate sheet of paper. Number 1, it is a statement that is commonly believed to be true even without proof or evidence. Okay, so let's read the choices. A, fact. B, opinion. C, commonplace assertion. D, bias or prejudice. Number 2, it is a statement that is verifiable or can be proven true or false based on evidence or proof. Choices: A, fact. B, opinion. C, commonplace assertion. D, bias or prejudice. Number 3, which of the following best defines an opinion? Letter A, it is a declarative statement that is generally accepted as true. B, It is a personal view, judgment, or appraisal about a particular matter. Letter C. It can be proven true or false based on whatever evidence is available. And letter D. It is a statement that is true not only to the speaker but to everyone else. Number 4. What is the similarity between an opinion and a commonplace assertion? A. They can be opposed. B. They are subjective and personal. C. They are biased on evidence or proof. Letter D. They are generally accepted to be true. Number 5. Which is not a category of an opinion statement? A. Statement of truth. B. Statement of value. C. Statement of policy. D. Statement of preference. Number 6. Under what category of opinion statement does the following statement belong to? Online selling has become a very viable source of income nowadays. Letter A, statement of truth. B, statement of value. And letter C, statement of policy. Letter D, statement of preference. 7. Which of the following is a well-constructed opinion statement? A. Baguio is the safest city to live in during this pandemic. Letter B. I think the local government of Baguio deserves recognition for its efforts. C. LGU leaders in the city always make sound and calculated decisions. And letter D. Mayor Benjamin Magalong exemplary handled the pandemic in his jurisdiction. Number 8. Which of these statements is neither an opinion nor a commonplace assertion? Letter A. Women are careful drivers. Letter B. All industrial nations are first world countries. C. There are more men than women who became president of the country. And letter D. The number of males in the Senate and Congress suggests that males are better lawmakers. Number 9. A commonplace assertion is commonly referred to as stereotypes. Which of these statements is an example of stereotype? Letter A. All boys are more open-minded than girls. B. Most religions allow only the males to be the leaders. C. Schools across the country advocate gender equality. And letter D. Women deserve the same opportunities that are given to men. Number 10. What makes the following statement an example of commonplace assertion? Milk is good for your body. Letter A. It asserts that milk is the best source of calcium, which makes bones and teeth stronger. Letter B. It makes people believe that milk contains all the vitamins and minerals that the body needs. C. It disregards the fact that some people are lactose intolerant and milk may cause stomach upset. And letter D. All of the above. Now let's check your answers. Good job, everyone. And that's the end of our lesson for today. Congratulations. Stay safe. Thank you very much. This is your teacher, Maylene, signing off.